Do it. All right, sorry about that. We had a technical difficulty. The stream decided to go down, but we are back live. And as I was saying before, we had just concluded the Protostar Championship for Legend Dogs. And that winner was Blaze from Youngbloods Dive-In, the blind and deaf dog. But now we are moving on to the Legend Nebula division. Sliding G Ranch up there, and the first seed is jumping with Candor. And the 8th seed, which Candor will be facing, is Ranga from Ocala Dog Ranch. All right, and here they go. We're sending them up. We are sending them up as we speak. First dog to jump is going to be Candor from Sliding G Dog Ranch. Candor is a Labrador Retriever, and he is 9 years old. He was born in 2015. His nickname is Candor the Salamander because of how he slobbers. So I'm assuming he just walks around the house slobbering everywhere like a St. Bernard or something. But over at Ocala Dog Ranch, we have Ranga coming up to the dock. We're going to see what Ranga can do as well after Candor. I believe both of them are making their way up to the dock now. Ranga is a female miniature American Shepherd, and they're up on the dock as we speak, about to make this jump. Dad's standing there doing the chase method. Oh, and that dog got up right there. Awesome jump from Ranga. And if you did not know, Ranga is Australian slang for redhead. It comes from the word orangutan. That is very interesting. I did not know that. So up on the dock at Ocala, we have the orangutan over there jumping. And over at Sliding G, I believe Candor has just entered the dock. All right, and we're going to see which one of these dogs jumps farther. It looked like they had a really nice jump there in Ocala, but that one was a catch for Sliding G Ranch, and he's excited up there on the dock running around. Awesome round right there from those two. And we're going to go on to the next round, and the next round is going to be Duke's Canine Dash and Splashes Django facing Country Road Emmy. And we're going to see how this goes right here. Duke's Django is the 3rd seed, and Emmy is the 6th seed. And here we have it. Country Roads Canine Activities and Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. They're doing their round for the Protostar Nebula Legend brackets. Sliding G just jumped, and so did Ocala Dog Ranch. But now we're moved on to Duke's Canine Dash and Splash in Windham, Ohio, and Grafton, West Virginia, with Country Roads Canine Academies. Emmy is the sixth seed from Country Roads, and Django is the third seed from Duke's Canine. We're going to see who can beat who in this jump off right here. And we have Emmy up there on the dock, walking to the end, getting Emmy all excited over in West Virginia. Oh, and look at Duke's ready to throw the toy. Here comes Django running down the dock, making the grab. That was a phenomenal throw and catch for Django. But here comes Emmy coming down the dock at Country Roads. Oh, and he went high. He did not make the catch. Django did make the catch, but we're going to see who went farther. Those were two phenomenal jumps. Now the Nebula division, that goes from 15 foot to 19 feet 11. So we're going to see who's jumped farther right after we have two more jump offs, because we still have Saffron from Carousel Diving Dogs, and we have Berkeley from Ocala Dog Ranch. We have Piper from Carousel Diving Dogs, and we have Jenny from Red Dog Farm still to jump. Those were two phenomenal jumps out at Dukes and Country Roads. Now we're going to be seeing Carousel Diving Dogs and Ocala Dog Ranch up on the screen next. Saffron is a mixed breed, and he was born in 2014, which means this dog is 10 years old. They are from the Virginia area. They are jumping today in at Carousel in Mount Airy, Maryland. And here they are up on the dock now. Ocala, we got Berkeley up there. Now, watch this method up there. Berkeley is very interesting. She's holding the dog. This is the place instead, but she sends her around a human at the back of the dock, and then the dog runs around the human and goes full speed off the edge. Did you see that? Hitting right at the edge of the dock. That was a phenomenal jump. Grabbing that toy. Awesome jump right there for Berkeley. And now we're going to be going on to Saffron over there at Carousel Diving Dogs. Here is Saffron. And something interesting about Saffron. Oh, nice jump. Wow, landing right on the toy for the place and send method. That was phenomenal. That might be what they needed to get past Berkeley right there, the 4 seed versus the 5 seed. That means coming up next, we're going to have Carousel Diving Dogs Piper versus Jenny at Red Dog Farm. There they are up on the dock right now. Red Dog. That is going to be Jenny from Red Dog. We're going to learn a lot about this dog right now. Jenny is a Nova Scotia duck tolling retriever from Kentucky, and he is named after the racehorse Genuine Risk. Here he comes down the dock. Nice jump right there from the toller, making it look easy for his foam Doken bumper with black electrical tape around it. That is a lot of our facilities go-to Eclipse toy. And as you see him swimming back here, we're going to prepare for Piper coming up on the dock at Carousel Diving Dogs. Jenny right there is 10 years old, if you can believe that, jumping that far at 10 years old. That's amazing. All right, and I believe we have Piper entering the dock as we speak. And we are watching her walk up the steps. I seen a little head pop up, and the dog probably turned around. These dogs, they get so excited, they run up there with their leash on and before they're even allowed to. And it's like, come on, guys, come back. All right, and we see the yellow lab walk onto the dock, about to make a big splash here. This is Piper. We got to watch Piper jump at the Pittsburgh Pet Expo last season, and this dog is a beast to watch. Now, they're going to do what's called the chase method. Handler 1 is going to walk to the end of the dock and throw that toy. Handler 2 is going to hold the dog back and let the dog try to chase it right out of the handler's hand to go as far as possible. And right after that, we will get the official results for the first round of the Nebula division. Then we're going to move on to round 2 of the Nebula Bracket Championship. Here they are at the end of the dock making the throw. Oh my God. And that dog bicycle kicked in the air. Thought it was riding a bike, almost making the grab. That was a phenomenal throw from the handler. Phenomenal throw from the handler right there. And that score is going to be a tough one to beat. But Jenny, let's see if Jenny did it. All right. And it is official. Sliding G Dog Ranch Candor is going to move on to the next round with a 19-foot, 6-inch jump. Ranga is going to be eliminated. She had a 17-foot, 3-inch jump. Then we had Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. Django jumped an 18-foot, 9 inches. Moving on to the next round compared to Country Roads Canine Activities. Emmy, she had an 18-foot, 8, literally 1-inch difference. And the Dutch Shepherd from Duke's is moving on to the next round. That was a great face-off right there. Both dogs making phenomenal jumps. Django making the grab in the air. Now, if we look at Carousel and Ocala, Saffron is moving on to the next round. 19-foot, 2-inch jump versus Berkeley's 18-foot, 6. Saffron going on to the next round. Awesome job from Carousel. And then we got the Toller, Jenny, moving on to the next round. I'm sorry about that. Jeannie with a 19-foot, 1-inch jump, beating Piper, the 2 seed, with a 19-foot jump. Red Dog Farm beat him out by 1 inch. Awesome job, guys. And now we're going to move on to the next round of the Nebula division. It is going to be Candor from Sliding G facing Duke's Canine Dash and Splash, Django. And as you can see on the screen, Django is up on the dock now, being held by Paul. And the thrower is going to be Chris. Chris is going to walk to the end. She's using an Atlas bumper. Django is starting at about 33 foot on the dock. Chris is right at the end. She's going to release the dog and do a perfect throw right here. Nice throw. Almost making the catch. And, it was a little low. So Django might have had a shorter jump on that one because it was a little bit lower. But we're going to see what that score comes in at. Now we're going to be moving over to Sliding G Dog Ranch where Candor is going to be jumping. That was the nice jump from Django. I don't know if it beats that 18-9 jump he had in the first round, but we will see. Now over to Sliding G Ranch in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. That is Candor. Candor is a 9-year-old Labrador Retriever. Remember, this is Candor the Salamander, Mr. Slobber a Bunch. Let's see the salamander fly out there, though, because he is ready and he's been waiting his turn patiently. He is the top seed in the Nebula bracket with the farthest placement jump of 19 foot 6 inches. Now we're going to see where he lands here. A nice throw. And that is Jeff Wheeler, the one handling him. And I could just tell by the way he was throwing that toy. No one else throws the toy, unlike Jeff Wheeler. That was a nice throw. And Candor out there is an OG dock dog up there on the dock. Candor wearing their wetsuits. And now we're going to move on to Duke's Canine Dash. Sorry about that. Carousel and Red Dog. We already watched Django jump, but now we have to watch Saffron and Jenny go. Red Dog Farm, the Toller up there on the dock in Nicholsville, Kentucky. Jenny up there on the dock. And if you remember from earlier, it was a genuine risk, is how he got his name. And they're going to genuinely risk this jump to see if they get the best of the best or if it's a little bit too far. right? And they're having a little pep talk at the back of the dock over there at Red Dog Farm, making sure, Jenny, this is your one chance. You get one shot. You don't want to go home. Even though we're all at our home facilities, we don't want to go home. That is the nice part about our virtual championship, is that you don't have to travel other than your home facility to be a dock diving champion. Here comes Jeannie. Oh, and there it is. Like I was saying earlier, threw the toy a little bit too late, and the dog jumped really early, face planting down, almost dolphin diving. So we'll see. Saffron, even though Jenny may have blown that jump, Saffron still has to come out and do better than that. So Jenny the Toller still has a chance, and that looked like a phenomenal jump from Saffron. We're going to see if that's better. And then remember, we are in the Nebula division. So Nebula goes from 10, I'm sorry, it goes from 15 to 19 foot 11. 15 to 19 foot 11. Now Candor and Django have jumped. Saffron and Jenny have jumped. The scores are about to be entered in. As soon as those scores get entered, we're going to move on to the next round. And oh my God. So over at the bottom bracket, Carousel Diving Dogs versus Red Dog Farm. Saffron jumped 18 foot 4 inches and is moving on to the next round versus Jenny's 15 foot 5-inch jump. But we have a tie. The top dogs tied Candor at a 19-foot jump, and so did Django. So now they have to do a jump off to see who moves on to the championship. And right now, Saffron is sitting there at the championship waiting for his turn. Who's going to defend Saffron? Saffron is the 4th seed. Saffron has already beat Ocala Dog Ranch's Berkeley, and Saffron has already beat Red Dog Farm's Jenny. With that being said, Saffron sitting patiently in the waiting seat. It's either going to be the number 1 seed Candor moving on, or it's going to be the 3 seed Django, and it's going to be a very close matchup here as they tied at 19 feet. So now we're going to move over to Dukes on the screen. Right, and I'm watching this. This is Saffron up here. He is trying to jump for his championship round right here while they work out that tiebreaker. Saffron super excited up there. And again, remember, these dogs are legend dogs. They're 8 years or older. So this dog specifically is 9 years old. Candor, I'm sorry, that's Saffron. Saffron is about 12 years old, and he is trying his best out here. He's had a long day of competing. He competed yesterday, and these older dogs, it's hard on him, so he doesn't want to jump, but he's still going. Wow, and that was phenomenal. I lied. Mom just didn't put the toy in the right spot. He wanted to jump the whole time, but it floated too far away. That's one thing about the place and send method. Some people have to do the place and send method because the toy, if it's too far away, the dog doesn't want to jump for it. If it's too close, the dog doesn't want to jump for it. So you have to put the toy at just that perfect spot for the dog to land just on top of it or just where the dog's sweet zone is. That's what happened right there. It was a perfect example of that. And you see them dancing over there at Carousel. Well, now we're moving on to the tiebreaker. This is Candor, handled by Jeff Wheeler at Sliding G Dog Ranch. Jeff, and if you can tell, he throws a backhand here. He's the only competitor I've seen today with a backhand throw, and he's done it for years. He's the backhand OG, and up there is Candor, his OG dog. Here goes the throw. Nice throw. Candor jumped a little bit early on the dock. Jeff's going to get his leash. They're bringing that dog back up on the dock, but Django, I believe, is going to do one more jump here. They tied at 19 feet the first round. Candor and Django tied at 19 feet. And that jump for Candor is going to be an 18-foot 9. And Django, we missed his jump, but he had a 17-foot 1-inch jump for Django. So that means Candor is moving on to the next round for Sliding G Dog Ranch. Now in the championship jump for the Nebula division, we're going to have Candor facing Saffron. Saffron already did their finals jump, and we watched that. So you're going to watch Candor come off of the dock. He's going to take a little break. He's going to turn around. He's going to go right back up there to compete for the championship. right. And as we're watching, Candor is going to be coming back up to the dock to defend his jump right here. So, big break in the game right there. Candor was facing Django. Both of them jumped 19 foot. So then they had to do a jump off. Candor moved on with an 18-foot 9. Django only had a 17-foot 1. With that being said, Saffron has beaten Berkeley and Jenny with an 18-foot 4 and 19-foot 2. And here we are at Sliding G. Candor making their jump. Saffron already did their jump. This is for all the marbles right here. What's it going to be from Jeff Wheeler and Candor? There he goes, making the jump. Oh, and that was a good one. He hit right on the edge of the dock. The dog did a little bit of a shrimp in the air, but he almost made the grab. We're going to see what that score comes in at for Jeff Wheeler and Candor. The Nebula bracket is complete. After watching those jumps, we're going to put up the 3 top facilities on the screen here from that, which are going to be Sliding G, Carousel, and Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. Those was a phenomenal jump off in the Nebula division. That was so cool to watch right there. And as you see at Duke's Canine Dash and Splash, we have the 3rd place, the bronze over there, Django, the Dutch Shepherd, and Chris. Django coming in 3rd place, beating Emmy with an 18-foot 9, and then tying Candor with a 19-foot jump, only to short with a 17-foot 1 in the tiebreaker jump off. And then if we look over at Carousel Diving Dogs, you have Saffron Candor over at Sliding G Ranch. You have Sliding G Ranch and Candor with an 18-foot 3 taking second. And first place was Saffron as he jumps into the water, taking the victory with a 19-foot 11-inch jump. Awesome job, Saffron. Congratulations, Candor and Django. You guys performed very well. That was awesome to watch. Again, that was phenomenal performance from all of the dogs. And now we will be moving on to the next division. The next division is going to be Legend Rising Star. The Rising Star division is going to contain dogs such as Duke from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. It has Caper from Sliding G Ranch. It has Copper from Ocala Dog Ranch. It has Doggone It's Land Yap. And then it has Sea Dogs, Whiskey, and Sliding Ranch. It has Toes. Now we're going to see these dogs face off. The first seed is going to face off against the 8 seed, Duke versus Caper. And these are the top jumping legend dogs. All of these 6 dogs are the top jumping legend dogs. We're going to see them face off against each other here. Doc is Duke from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. He is dockside getting ready to jump right here. And as you can see at Duke's, those shade sails in the background, it is pretty windy out there. It's going to make this throw a little bit difficult, but it should help the dog fly even farther, hopefully. The wind will take them farther in this game, just like it would a Frisbee or anything like that. And up on the dock, it looks like it is Michelle Filler and Katrina Richards handling Duke. Duke is the name of Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. He is the reason that we've started. He is a 9-year-old Belgian Malinois from Twinsburg, Ohio, and he competes in every game that you know. And over there at Sliding G, you see that dog up there on the dock. That is Caper. Caper getting ready to jump, just now entering the dock. Michelle at the end of the dock getting ready to throw this toy for Duke. She's warming up, getting ready, getting ready. Here he comes, running down the dock as fast as possible, being held back there at 40 foot. Nice, making an awesome jump. The judge took a step to the right, a left on her side. That was a good jump for Duke, the number one seed in the Rising Star division. Here comes Caper down there at Sliding G Ranch, getting ready, making him hold that sit stay. Mom's right at the edge, getting ready to throw this toy. Nice. That was a good backhand throw right there for Caper. We're going to see what this score comes in at. Now, with that being said, those two dogs have done their jumps. We will not know what their jumps are until we move on to the next round. With that being said, we have Ocala Dog Ranch Copper and we have Doggone It's Lanyap. We're going to be moving on to them next in the jump off, the 3 seed Copper and 6 seed Lanyap. And look at that camaraderie over there. They're standing poolside, getting excited for their team, their facilities dogs. And with even though we're competing against each other to have the dog that jumps the farthest, we are all one big family. We all hang out. We don't care about the competition. We want everyone to do good. We want everyone to have fun. The whole point of this is to build a great community in your area, to build better and better dog sport people. And over here at Doggone It, we have Kathy and Lanyap on the docket ready to throw the toy. Nice throw. And here comes Copper at Ocala. Woo! Look at that, almost identical jumps. It looked like both places, barely missing the grab, but they landed out there in the Rising Star division pretty far. And if you did not know, the Rising Star division goes from 20 foot to 24 foot 11 inches. Duke was first place, qualifying with, I believe, a 23-foot jump around there. Number one seed. That means anyone had a lower jump in the Rising Star. So those two jumps from Lanyap and Copper looked very, very good. Top of the division, hopefully. But now we're going to move on to Whiskey and Toes. Whiskey and Toes, Sea Dogs, and Sliding G Ranch, the 2 seed and the 7 seed. In Chapel Hill, this is Toes. Toes is also an OG dog up there. Toes has been doing the sport for probably 10 years now. He's a legend in our game for sure. He's a big time dock dogger. Now they're moving that dog back on the dock. And I believe we have coming up to the dock at Sea Dogs is Whiskey's handler getting ready to throw the toy, standing right at the edge. There goes Whiskey running down the edge, making the grab in the air, and the handler cheering because it was a catch. I hope everyone just at home yelled catch because that was a phenomenal throw from Chriselle, and she is ecstatic up there on the dock cheering on her dog Whiskey. Chriselle is the owner of Sea Dogs out there, and her dog making a phenomenal jump and a grab. Oh, and there goes Sliding G. That jump looked phenomenal too. Almost making the grab in the air. It looks like he just barely missed it. And now, with that being said, we are moving on to the next round. The next round is going to be Duke from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash, Copper from Ocala Dog Ranch, and Whiskey from Sea Dogs. That means Whiskey is going to get a bye in the first round, and Duke and Copper are going to face off at the top of the bracket here. Whiskey is only getting a bye because there was no 4 and 5 seeds, so they're just moving on right away. So it's going to be either Copper or Duke versus Whiskey. Copper beat Lanyap. Copper had a 24-3. Lanyap had a 20-foot-7. Sea Dogs. Whiskey beat Toes out at Sliding G Ranch. It was 23 to 20-foot-6. And Duke's Canine Dash and Splash Duke had a 24-3 versus Caper's 20-foot-6. So now we're sitting here, we're watching over at Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. Duke up there on the dock, the namesake, trying to defend his title. He is the second place Eclipse Supernova Division champion from last year. He is the third place Elite Supernova Horizon champion. And over there at Ocala Dog Ranch, we have Copper, the 9-year-old Catahoula from Ocala, Florida, who has been diagnosed with lymphoma, if you can believe that. This dog is a beast, still jumping 24 feet 3 inches, still swimming 4 seconds, and it's diagnosed with lymphoma and is 9 years old. So Catahoula or Duke out here at Duke's, who's going to go farther? Let's go Copper. Let's go Duke. Copper at Ocala is going first, making the grab. It was a little bit of a low throw, but here comes Duke from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. Big throw out there, and we're going to see where he landed in that one. Awesome jumps from both of the competitors. Phenomenal jumps right there. And now, Whiskey is the third dog in this scenario. Whiskey did get a bye this round because there was no 4 or 5 seed, but he will be facing the 1 or the 3 seed in Duke or Copper. We're going to see how this goes. And there it is. The official scores are in. And there it is. Scores are in. Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. Duke is moving on with a 24-foot, 8-inch jump versus Copper's 24-foot jump. Very good jump off there. 8 inches between the dogs. Phenomenal show out. The Belgian Malinois, 9 years old. Duke is going to move on to the championship versus Sea Dogs Whiskey. And now sending them up to the dock. I believe they have Duke entering the dock right now. And that means Whiskey is probably entering the dock at Utah as well. Duke versus Whiskey. Whiskey had a phenomenal jump and catch last round. Duke had a 24-foot 3 and a 24-foot 8 right at the top of this Rising Star division. He was the number 1 seed in the tournament for the Legend Dogs. We're going to see where he places off against Whiskey, the number 2 seed. Whiskey up there as we speak, about to throw this toy. Here he goes, running to the end of the dock. Oh, and Chriselle, that was not supposed to happen. It looked like he broke his sit stay and mom had to stop the jump, but he landed in the water anyways, and I think they're going to count that as his score. So that means Duke over here at Duke's Canine Dash and Splash is going to jump right here. We're going to see if he can take the championship right here. Oh, and that toy almost went to the moon. That was an insane throw. Oh my goodness, when it all counted. But that's okay. Both dogs had a little bit of a choke. We're going to see what happens with the scores here. That was insane. Both dogs had a little bit of a fault. It looked like Whiskey took off too soon, and it looked like the toy almost got thrown out of the pool over there at Duke's. We're going to see what the score is, though, what comes in. Duke looked like he was straight up in the air. He was very vertical, almost jumped higher than the toy itself, which was crazy. He landed on the moon. And Whiskey tried so hard to stop, but he could not stop, and Mom did not get to throw the toy, unfortunately. We're waiting for these scores to come in live. We'll let you know when they're in. And Whiskey at Sea Dogs has jumped, and so has Duke from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. We're waiting for the final score to come on in. And then we will be moving on to the Superstar round. Superstar round. I'm sorry, there is no Legend Superstar. So that means we're moving on to the Lap Comment division. If you have a Lap Comment dog and are watching the stream, prepare yourselves. Comment is going to be first, and there's only one dog, so we're going to go straight into Protostar. Comet and Protostar dogs for the lap dogs. Please prepare yourselves and get ready. And now we're awaiting results. And then we have our 3 finalists up there at the dock. We have Duke from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. We have Whiskey from Sea Dogs. And we have Copper from Ocala Dog Ranch. All right, and sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties, but that means Duke from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash is going to win with a 23-foot 8-inch jump. Unfortunately, Sea Dogs had a 11-foot jump, and Copper coming in third place, getting beat by Duke with a 24-footer. That means we're going to move on to the lap division. The lap Comet Dogs, please get ready, and the lap Protostar Dogs, please be ready. And we are going to take a short ad break to thank our sponsors, Sundays for Dogs and 1TDC Dog Oral Joint Supplements. All right, and we are looking at the lap comet division here. Lap dogs are 16 inches or lower, and up on the dock now we have Busy Bee from Youngbloods Diving was the only lap comet dog. That's any dog that jumps shorter than 4 foot 11. So because this is the only dog, Busy Bee is going to get to bypass all of the rounds and go straight to the championship round. As long as Busy Bee does one jump here, she is the lap comet champion. And then they're going to present Busy Bee the championship ribbon. 5. We have Busy Bee from Youngbloods Dive-In from Wilkinson, Indiana. Busy Bee winning the lap comet division, and look at them lifting her up like it's the Lion King over there. Congratulations, guys. Awesome jumping, and to be our only lap comet dog is amazing, taking home the victory. But that means we're going to the lap protostar division, and the lap protostar division is going to have all 8 dogs filled in. The 1 seed is Jiffy from Carousel Diving Dogs, who is going up to the dock now, and the 8 seed is Shayna, who's on the dock at Doggone It as we speak. They're getting her excited. They're playing with her, making sure she jumps big right here. Then we have the 3rd seed is going to be Annabelle, and the 6th seed is going to be Efi, who is facing Annabelle. Then we have the 4 seed from Doggone It as well. That's going to be Misdemeanor, who is facing the 5 seed Artichoke at Carousel Diving Dogs. Then we have Ocala Dog Ranch's Eddie Spaghetti coming with the 2nd seed. Eddie Spaghetti is going to face Brady out at Youngbloods Diving, the 7th seed. And up on the dock, we have Shayna getting ready to jump. Joy Harbaugh up there, the owner of Doggone It. And as you can see, the other lap dogs getting ready. I see Misdemeanor in the background. Everyone's getting their dogs ready for this lap class. This is a specialty division. All right, Shayna up on the dock, and so is Jiffy. They're ready to start jumping, and Jiffy making the throw out at Carousel. There he goes. Come on, Jiff. Come on, Jiff. Come. Oh, and landing on the ramp. Uh-oh. That is a no jump, I believe, landing on the ramp out at Carousel Diving Dogs. All right, so we're going to see what the official judges say for that score, whether it was a score. But if the dog lands on the ramp, most of the time that is a safety hazard, so we do not count it. But who knows? Maybe Carousel does count this. We'll see what that score is. But now we're at Doggone It. Shayna up there on the dock. Shayna jumping for the 8 seed right here, who's facing the 1 seed. Shayna. Oh, and that was a big throw from Joy up there on the dock, throwing that frisbee, bouncing it off the end. Well, now they're going to pull Shayna back on the dock, try to get her to go get that toy. He's chasing her up there, getting her all excited. They're going to have to pull that dog back and send her again. And these Jack Russell Terriers, it's very unpredictable up here. They get to do whatever they want, really. They have no thought other than just get it done, do what they want. And there goes Shayna. Big jump right there. And Shayna balanced on the edge until she pushed off with her back legs. That was a nice jump. So now we're going to move on to Annabelle out at Youngblood's Dive-In and Efi out at Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. Those are the next 2. And here we have it. Duke's Canine Dash and Splash up there. So is Youngblood's. Youngblood's located in Wilkinson, Indiana. Duke's Canine Dash and Splash located in Windham, Ohio. Efi is a new dog from Duke's. He placed the 6th seed. Efi just started dock diving this year. Annabelle has been jumping for about 2 to 3 seasons now. They just walk up onto the dock over at Youngbloods. And here we have Efi up on the dock with his handler named Gabriel. After we have Annabelle and Efi jump, we have Doggone It, Misdemeanor, and Carousel Diving Dogs Artichoke jump in. Annabelle with a nice little splash down there, making a nice little cannonball. Now we're going to see Efi over at Duke's making this jump. He's going to sit stay back there about 20 foot. She's going to run to the edge, try to get as much air as possible. Oh, and that was a good jump. A little bit of a hesitation, but still a good jump. All right, both those dogs have jumped, and we're going to move on to Misdemeanor at Doggone It and Carousel Diving Dogs Artichoke. The 4 and the 5 seed facing off against each other. And now Misdemeanor at Doggone It is known to either not jump at all or over jump her division. So we're going to see what she does here. Very questionable. She is a American Bull Staff Terrier. All right, and here we are, both of them entering the dock now. I see Artichoke up there on the dock. They're taking the leash off of them, getting them all excited, walking to the edge, prep talking, trying to get this championship under their belt for round one. They got to beat Misdemeanor from Doggone It. Artichoke versus Misdemeanor. Let's see who can go farther here. The Flying Pig over there at Doggone It getting ready. They have a new thrower in the and that was a good jump from Artichoke. It looked like jumping, no hesitation. We're gonna see what that score comes in at. But look at Misdemeanor over there at Doggone It getting ready to do the jump. Oh, and she ran slow. You knew from the start she wasn't going to go, but now she's going to get pulled back, and Kathy's going to run with this dog down the dock. Look at the air jail that she put it in, just lifting it up like it's a briefcase. There goes Kathy running with Misdemeanor. Misdemeanor with a solid jump. Awesome job, Miss D. We're going to see who jumped farther, Artichoke or Misdemeanor. Oh, and Misdemeanor did a little kick flip with the toy right there. Did a flip over her head. But that means we're gonna move on to Eddie Spaghetti and Brady out at Youngblood's Dive-In. Eddie Spaghetti is the 2nd seed from Ocala Dog Ranch, and Brady is from Youngblood's, the 7th seed. And as they're rotating through, we're gonna congratulate all of the dogs who have earned an invite to the championship this year. All 792 of you earned an invite to the championship. Congratulations and thank you for coming and playing with us. And I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's not earned. They accepted the invites. All 791 of them accepted their invites. We had 1,300 total that got invites across the 20 different international dog sport facilities. And you're seeing the best of the best, the top 8 dogs from the lap division, from each division, and the top 8 dogs from the legend class, each division. We've already gone through the legend. We have 8 different champions for the legend division. Now we're on to the lap division in the Protostar. We just finished round 1 in the Protostar, watching Eddie Spaghetti and Brady up there currently. As soon as these two get done, we're going to move on with the results and see who moved on to the next round. There they are, walking up at Youngbloods. Here comes Brady, and we should have Eddie Spaghetti coming up to Ocala Dog Ranch at any moment. All right, they're prep talking back there at Youngbloods, Wilkinson, Indiana, getting ready for this jump. That dog's back there pretty far. They're walking closer as it's just a lap dog. It's got little legs. You don't want to put it too far on the dock or else it'll slow down because it's going too fast. And here comes Neil up on the dock with Eddie Spaghetti. And here they have the thrower at Youngbloods making a throw. Oh, and the dog stopped at the edge, but it did jump. That was a nice jump, too, from Brady. That was a very good jump from Brady. Now Eddie Spaghetti up there. Oh, and Eddie Spaghetti making the fast jump. He only did one around. Normally, Eddie likes to run around you about 4 or 5 times, but that time he did it once and went. Now, with that being said, we're going to have the scores officially entered for everyone. Jiffy had a 3 foot 3 inch jump, but Shayna from Doggone It, the 8 seed, had an 8 foot 2 inch jump. The 8 seed is going to beat the 1 seed and move on to the next round from Doggone It. Now, who is she going to face? That is between Annabelle or Efi. Efi had an 8 foot 1 inch jump, but Annabelle from Youngbloods had an 8 foot 7 inch jump, so she will be facing Shayna in the next round. And that means the 4 and 5 seed. Who won that matchup? Between Misdemeanor and Artichoke. Artichoke had a 6 foot 6 inch jump, and that means Misdemeanor had a 8 foot 6 inch jump and moved on to the next round. So, who is Misdemeanor facing? Either Eddie Spaghetti or Brady from Youngbloods. Brady from Youngbloods had a 7 foot jump, and Eddie Spaghetti had a 9 foot jump from Ocala. And so that means Eddie moves on to the next round, and it is going to be Eddie Spaghetti from Ocala Dog Ranch, the 2 seed, facing Misdemeanor from Doggone It, the 4 seed. And we're going to have Annabelle, the 3 seed, from Youngbloods Diving, facing Shayna from Doggone It, the 8 seed. Here they are up on the dock now. Doggone It, up on the dock. Shayna getting ready to jump. A big upset versus Jiffy from Carousel Diving Dogs. But over at Youngbloods, we got Annabelle coming up to the dock. Shayna is a little Jack Russell Terrier. Youngblood's Dive-In is a little Boston Terrier. And you see Shayna running and running and running. They made a big throw at that Frisbee. And now she's getting her excited, trying to get her to jump. Chasing Shayna down. Oh, big jump from Shayna. And the judge looked like she went farther down the side of the pool. And Annabelle had an even bigger jump, it looked like. We're going to see what these scores are. Those were two simultaneous jumps, and that went really well for them. Annabelle from Youngbloods walking off the dock as we speak. And Doggone It walking off the dock. That means once Misdemeanor and Eddie Spaghetti jump, we're going to move on to the next round. Misdemeanor is a American Staffordshire Terrier from Doggone It. And Eddie Spaghetti is a mix of 5 different dogs from Ocala Dog Ranch. Oh, and that was a personal best over there at Doggone It. They're ringing that bell. Congratulations, Shayna and Joy. Phenomenal jump. And I do not have Shayna's personal best with me, but I know it's in the 9'9" range, I want to say. So we'll see what that score is for Shayna. Now up there we have Eddie Spaghetti on the dock getting ready. And over at Seville, we have Misdemeanor up on the dock. Ocala Dog Ranch versus Doggone It. One is in Ohio, one is in Florida, but they're facing each other as we speak. At the end of the dock, getting ready to throw this toy from Doggone It. Here they go. Misdemeanor being held back about 15 feet, and there's Eddie making the jump. Misdemeanor stopped at the edge, but they're going to pull Misdemeanor back. And then Tipsy, we're going to see what that score is for Eddie Spaghetti, but they're resetting the toy. They're going to reset the toy here for Misdemeanor because it floated onto the ramp. And if it floats onto the ramp, it's considered a safety hazard. Tipsy had a very nice jump, though. All right, toy is reset at the end of the dock. Harley's going to throw this bumper for Misdemeanor, try to get her to catch it. All right, Kathy's going to pull Misdemeanor back. Kathy's going to send her from back there. You only get one reset of the toy each round. And there she goes, racing Misdemeanor. Oh, and a lot of power off the end of that dock. Very nice, Ms. D. And that means Eddie Spaghetti or Misdemeanor is moving on to the next round. And then Shayna versus Annabelle, who went farther. And it is going to be Shayna with an 8'6" being eliminated from Youngblood's Dive-In. Annabelle, who had a 9 foot 1 inch jump. And that means Misdemeanor from Doggone It is going to be eliminated with her 8'3". Eddie Spaghetti had a 9'3". So that means in the championship for the Protostar Lap division is going to be Annabelle from Youngbloods and Eddie Spaghetti from Ocala Dog Ranch. And we're going to watch them face off here as soon as they get themselves ready. All right, Annabelle taking the dock up there. All right, Annabelle facing off against Eddie Spaghetti. Annabelle had a 8'7" and a 9'1". Eddie Spaghetti had a 9-foot jump and a 9'3", and he just landed in the pool again, as we've seen. We're gonna see if he could do anything to get closer to that 9'3" mark. But Annabelle is up there. She's gonna see if she can go farther than that. Here goes Annabelle trying to make this throw. We're going to see what it comes in at. Oh, and tracking the toy out of her hand that time, making a big jump for Annabelle, the little Boston Terrier. All right. And that means the top three dogs from this event for Protostar Lap Division is going to be Eddie Spaghetti, Annabelle, and Shayna. Not in that order, though. They are not in that order. Those are just the three finalists that we had, and we're going to see who won versus Annabelle and Eddie Spaghetti. Shayna had third place, and who won, Eddie Spaghetti or Annabelle? And the scores have just came in. Annabelle has a 9-foot jump, but Eddie Spaghetti back-to-back jumps, 9 foot 3 inches. He's going to win the lap Protostar division. Congratulations to Eddie Spaghetti for taking home the championship. Phenomenal job out there at Ocala Dog Ranch. That means second place is going to go to Annabelle out at Youngblood's Dive-In with a 9-foot jump. And that means Shayna is going to take third with a 8-foot 6-inch jump. And fourth place is going to be Misdemeanor with an 8'4", also at Doggone It. Congratulations, everyone, and congratulations on earning an invite to this bracket and qualifying and jumping with us all weekend. We appreciate you guys. So now we're going to move on to the next division after this award ceremony. It will be Lap Nebula. Lap Nebula is going to begin with Carousel Diving Dogs Moochie, and then that's the 1 seed, and the 8 seed is going to be Relish out at Youngblood's Dive-In, and then we're going to have Berserk from Youngbloods again, the 3 seed, facing Mango, the 6 seed, out at Doggone It. Then the 4 seed is going to face the 5 seed. Ollie from Sea Dogs is the 4 seed. The 5 seed is Piper from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. And there we go. Up on the dock is your Protostar champion, Eddie Spaghetti at Ocala. Here's Annabelle out at Youngbloods. And then here comes Shayna out at Doggone It. Awesome job, guys. You have Joy and Heidi up on the dock celebrating. They're taking it all in. Congratulations, guys. So now back to the run order for this Nebula lap division. We have 4 seed Ollie from Sea Dogs facing 5 seed Piper from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. And then we're going to have Rougarou from Doggone It, the 2 seed, facing Soggy from Youngbloods, the 7 seed. All right, so we're going to start off with Carousel and Youngbloods up on the screen. Carousel and Youngbloods are going to be the first 2 dogs jumping here. We got Mount Airy, Maryland Carousel Diving Dogs up there getting excited for their jumps. They have Moochie jumping right here. But Youngblood's walking up to the dock. They have Relish, the little wiener dog. Who's going to go farther? We're going to find out here as they both walk down the dock. All right, and there you have it. Carousel Diving Dogs making the plunge, and here comes Youngblood's Relish flying out there. You see that little wiener dog? He's wearing a life jacket. I believe he has a shark fin on over there at Youngblood's. That was awesome jumps from both competitors right there. Moochie, the 1 seed, Relish, the 8 seed. Who's going to come farther? But we will find out after Youngblood's dive in. Berserk faces Doggone It's Mango. Oh, and I just was informed that Relish, the wiener dog, is a mermaid. He's dressed in a mermaid outfit up there at Youngbloods. That was very cute to watch. And now it's going to be Berserk versus Mango. Doggone it versus Youngbloods up here. Berserk at Youngbloods, the 3 seed. Mango at Doggone it, the 6 seed. We're going to see what happens here. Berserk is a Boston Terrier. She is about to be 10 years old. She's from Indiana, United States. She likes helium balloons. Oh, she sounds like a helium balloon waiting her turn in dog sports. Berserk is the helium balloon up there at Youngbloods. Then we have Mango, the red healer over at Doggone It. All right, there's Berserk on the dock at Youngbloods. Nice splash right there, doing the place and send with Berserk. We're going to watch Berserk run down the dock and do a nice leap into the water here. Nice, phenomenal jump from Berserk, and Mango doing the same thing, placing that toy in the water. They're going to pull Mango back on the dock and send Mango for that toy. Oh, and Mango stopped running. They might want to reset right here, but we'll see what happens. Oh, and Mango stopped again. They should reset that toy. Nice, but Mango did eventually jump and make the grab, and now she's swimming back to the steps. Good jump right there from Mango. That means Berserk and Mango have done their round. We're going to go to Ollie versus Piper. Did you mute me?
Do what you want, do what you want, do it. Do what you want, do what you want, do it.
All right, and we are back here from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash and Sea Dogs. Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. Piper is up there jumping. Sea Dogs is up there. Ollie just jumped in, and I want to apologize about the audio being out of sync with the video. We're a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're working it out as we keep going. We just seen Ollie jump into the pool from Sea Dogs, the 4 seed, and the 5 seed Piper just jumped. She came off the dock already, and that means next up is going to be Rougarou and Soggy. Rougarou is from Doggone It. He is the 2 seed, and Soggy is from Youngbloods Dive-In. He is the 7 seed. Rougarou is a Pyrenean Shepherd from Manaway, Aurora, Ohio area. And there they are up on the dock at Youngbloods. We see Soggy. Oh, and there's Rougarou at Doggone It. Both dogs up on the dock. Soggy ready to jump up here. Kathy getting Rougarou ready. Here comes Soggy running down the dock. Another little dachshund about to make the fly. Whoa, there's the shark. That's the dachshund. That's the shark. Oh, yeah. Phenomenal jump from the little wiener dog. But Rougarou has something to say about it, and he stands at the edge. Kathy places that toy out there. She's going to pull Rougarou back about 20 feet and send him. He's going to pick up full speed, try to jump out as far as possible, and he stops again. They're going to reset that toy. It's floating over, and it's hard to see. If you look at the pool right now at Doggone It, the glare of the water makes it hard for the dog to see it. Youngbloods already got their jump in. Soggy has finished, but that means Kathy and Rougarou get a chance to try and go past and move on to the next round here. She's setting Rougarou up. Oh, and she threw that toy super high. She did not mean to throw it that high, but she's going to reset Rougarou. Here he goes, reset, running. Oh, and that toy, it's in a bad spot for Rougarou to grab, but they're cheering on Rougarou, trying to get him to jump over there at Doggone It. There we go. They're splashing the toy for him, trying to get Rougarou to make this jump. All right, she's pulling Rue back. This will be a one or two more tries here. They're running out of time. Let's go, Rougarou. The little Muppet up there. Yeah, it's a phenomenal jump, and he landed right next to the toy. Awesome job, Rue. All right, that means that is the final jump of the first round of the Nebula Lap division. We're going to see who moves on. Moochie or Relish, Berserk or Mango, Ollie or Piper, Rougarou or Soggy. As soon as these results are in, I will inform you. And I would like to inform you that Youngblood's Dive in Relish had an 8 foot 1, but Moochie had a 12 foot 8 and is moving on. Youngblood's Dive in Berserk had a 10 foot 6, but Doggone It's Mango had an 11 foot 2. She will be moving on to face Moochie. And then Sea Dogs. Ollie had a 12 foot 4, and that was good enough to beat Piper from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash, who had an 11 foot 6. And then we had Soggy, the wiener dog, with a 9 foot 8 inch jump, just enough, inching by literally past Rougarou with a 9 foot 7 inch jump. Soggy won by 1 inch. That means it is going to be Ollie from Sea Dogs facing Soggy from Youngbloods. And it is going to be Moochie from Carousel facing Mango from Doggone It. Moochie is the number 1 seed. Mango is the number 6 seed. Ollie is the number 4 seed, and Soggy is the number 7 seed. So a big upset, Rougarou versus Soggy. But as you can see up there at Doggone It, we have Mango on the dock. And over at Carousel, Moochie has entered the dock. Moochie's last jump was 12 foot 8. Mango's last jump was 11 foot 2. Mango has to really step it up here if he's going to catch Moochie here, but Moochie also has to do just as good as before. Moochie runs around the back of the handler's leg on accident. It looks like he slipped away, but still a nice jump out there from Moochie. We're going to see what the score comes in at. It looks like a nice little corgi over there. And up on the dock, Mango. They're playing tug. They're celebrating, getting ready to make this jump. Here they go, squeezing that toy out, getting Mango excited. We're going to see who jumps farther. And then, as soon as Mango concludes, we're going to Sea Dogs and Youngbloods, Ollie versus Soggy. But Mango first, the red healer getting set. Ooh, and thought about it, but stopped right at the edge. Now, resetting. She's getting Mango excited. Oh, and she's going to have to pull her back again. The red healer is screaming at her. And Mom's setting her up, lining her up, getting her excited. Ready, ready. There she goes. Oh, and she's stopping every single time right at the edge. But this is very common with these lap dogs. It's hard for them to look off that 2 foot drop off and say, I trust this. I trust jumping off of this cliff. But Mango, the red healer, getting excited. She's going to start her back. She's going to send her. Come on, Mango. You could do it. Now they're going to reset that toy. You get one reset per round, per jump. And they're going to use it right here. And as soon as Mango jumps, we will be right back. And then we are going to start the final round for the Nebula Championship Division. Nice throw right there from Mango. Oh, but she stopped at the end still. She's pulling Mango back, getting ready to jump. There it is. Mango landing right on the toy. But was that enough to beat Moochie? All right, and Mango's jumped. We will be right back with the results after this short ad break. Can you mute me so I
Do what you want, do what you want, do it. Do what you want, do what you want, do it.
All right, and we are back here showing you first, second, and third place. First place from Carousel Diving Dogs is Moochie with a 12-foot 6-inch jump. Sea Dogs is second place with a 12-foot 2-inch jump from Ollie. And third place is going to be Soggy from Youngbloods Diving. Congratulations to our Nebula Division lap dogs. You did a phenomenal job jumping. There were some very close matchups there. That first seed having to beat 3 people to take home the Nebula Lap Championship. Congratulations, Moochie from Carousel Diving Dogs. All right, and with that being said, it looks like their award ceremonies are over. We are going to move on to the Lap Rising Star. And with that being said, the dogs that are in the Rising Star are 7 in the lap division. So that means first seed is going to get a bye, and the first seed is Louie from Doggone It. The third seed is Sebastian from Red Dog Farm. The sixth seed is Piper from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The fourth seed is Ranger from Carousel Diving Dogs. The fifth seed is Eloise from Ocala Dog Ranch. Second place, second seed is Doggone It, Beretta, the cattle dog. And then seventh seed was Sage from Sliding G Ranch. Up there now we have Red Dog Farm, Sebastian versus Piper. Coming up to the dock now, Sebastian versus Piper. Piper is at Duke's Canine Dash and Splash in Wyndham. Sebastian is in Red Dog Farm in Nicholsville, Kentucky. Now, luckily, Louie, the cattle dog, who is also related to Mango, who was just in that last bracket in the Nebula one, Louis got a bye. He was the number one seed for the Nev Rising Stars, so that means he moves on to the next division. He doesn't even have to jump. But we have 6 other dogs to go through before then. And then Louis is trying to find out who he's going to face. Is it Sebastian or is it Piper? And we have Piper up on the dock. They are squeegeeing the dock, making sure it's nice and not wet and dry for these dogs. All right, and here comes Piper entering the dock. Piper is a little poodle Havanese mix. A Havadoo is what they call them, a Havanese poodle mix. And Piper is very excited to be up there, about to go jump, hopefully 12, 14, 15 feet right here. And we have up at the dock at Red Dog Farm, Nicholsville, Kentucky, Sebastian about to make his jump. There it is, a big jump from Sebastian. Piper just now getting to the edge of the dock, about to make her throw, taking a deep breath, making sure the judge is ready. Good jump from Sebastian, but here comes Piper at Duke's. Nice throw. Piper went up high. The handler seems excited about that. Phenomenal jump from Piper. Now that Sebastian and Piper have jumped, we're going to move on to Ranger and Eloise. Ranger is the 4 seed from Carousel Diving Dogs, and Eloise is the 5 seed from Ocala Dog Ranch. And now they have concluded their jumps. We are going to move on to the next dogs, Carousel Diving Dogs and Ocala Dog Ranch. Now Eloise making a big splash out at Ocala Dog Ranch. That looked phenomenal. And now we got on the dock over at Carousel Diving Dogs. That is going to be Ranger, the 4 seed. We just watched Eloise, the 5 seed, make a big splash, and now the 4 seed up there getting revved up at the back of the dock. Dad is walking to the end of the dock, getting ready to throw this toy. That dog is bucking back there like a bronco. Here comes the throw, getting him excited, shaking the toy. Dog's running, big throw, big jump. Let's see what that score comes in at, but that looked like it was a good one. We'll see if it's enough to get past Eloise, the English Springer Spaniel from Ocala. Now, before we find out that, we have to find out who's going to go farther, either Beretta or Sage. Beretta is the 2 seed from Doggone It, and Sage is the 7 seed from Sliding G Dog Ranch. We're going to see them next coming up here. And there we have it, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Seville, Ohio, reporting live. I am Zach Filler, and this is the 2024 International Dock Diving Championship Bracket Tournament. We competed all day today from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. doing qualifying jumps. The dogs did 2 jumps over 460. Horizon dogs did 2 qualifying rounds. That means 4 jumps apiece. And then we took the top 24 from each division and we made brackets, and we're using those brackets in each division. 24 dogs for open, 8 dogs for lap, 8 dogs for legend. And as we're watching now, this is the lap division, and Sliding G Ranch is up there with Sage, and Doggone It is up there with Beretta. Beretta is a little cattle dog out of Akron, Ohio, and Dad's up there about to make the throw with that bumper, big throw, and Retta was zooming down the dock. We'll see if she was trying to catch that, but she picks up the bumper. Over there at Sliding G Ranch, we have Sage ready to make this jump. Dad walking to the end, backing up, making sure she holds that sit stay, and there he goes, releases with the throw, big jump. Awesome all around, perfect execution from both teams here. We're going to see who had the better jump, though. All right. And with that being said, all the first round dogs for the Rising Star Lap Division have jumped. Now we're going to be moving on to round 2 of the Rising Star Lap Bracket. And that means Louis is finding out who he faces. He did not have to jump. He got a bye in the first round. Sebastian did not. Sebastian had to do a 14-foot 3-inch jump from Red Dog Farm to move on to face Louis. That means he beat Piper, who had a 13-foot 2. Very close jump for Piper, though. That means the bottom half of the bracket, we had Ranger facing Eloise. Ranger had a 15-foot 2, and Eloise had a 14-foot 3. Awesome jumps right there, but Ranger is going to take it. So that means Ranger is going to face Beretta. Beretta won with a 16-foot 3-inch jump, and Sage had a 13-foot 3. So a 3-foot better for Beretta, and she moves on to face Ranger out at Carousel. And then we have Sebastian up now facing Louis from Doggone It. Phenomenal jumps, everybody. Louis, fresh, hasn't had to jump yet. He's only had to do the qualifying rounds. He got a freebie this first round. He's going to be nice, cool, collected. He should be ready and warmed up. Whereas Sebastian and Ranger and Beretta have already done 1 jump. They're already, in the game. They're already getting ready to try to do better and better. Coming up to the dock now, we have Sebastian. Sebastian just entered the dock, and there it is. The first seed, Louis, the first time we're seeing him this competition, the young cattle dog, owned by Renee Bigley, and you see her celebrating, cheering that dog up, getting Louis all excited to jump. Got to make sure he's in shape, in the right state of mind to do his best possible. Red Dog Farm over there. Sebastian's still getting ready to jump. Louis up there in the downstay at about 20 foot. He did a little creep. Oh my God. And Sebastian just did a front flip, it looked like. But Louis, there he goes. Louis almost making the catch. A phenomenal throw from Renee. It looked like Sebastian had done a front flip. I don't know what happened. He might have not left at the end of the dock. He jumped early and did a front flip, but that was still a nice jump from Sebastian. Louis, though, had a phenomenal jump. We're going to see if Sebastian had enough to get past Louis. And with that being said, we have Carousel Diving Dogs and doggone it on standby. We have Ranger and Beretta. Ranger is the 4 seed. Beretta is the 2 seed. Who can do better? Who can go farther? We're going to find out here as Beretta making her way up to the dock as we see on their live stream. We just got to get over to the carousel and we'll see Ranger up there. Those were awesome jumps from Louis. Louis almost making the grab. If he would have made that grab, he would have got double the catch points. And here we go. Carousel Diving Dogs. It's going to be facing Doggone It. There we go. Yep. And we got Ranger and Beretta. Beretta was making her way to Doggone It's dock. I believe she should be going up there now. And then we got, yep, there's Ranger walking his way up. And there's Beretta. Beretta has entered the dock. Ranger is already there, ready, unleashed, walking to the end, getting ready to throw this toy. And he's back there again, bucking like a Bronco. We're going to see if Dad can make a good throw here, shaking that toy, running down the dock. Here he comes, a good throw. And the little Brittany followed that toy right out of Dad's hand. He jumped a little bit to the left when he was following that. Awesome jump right there from Ranger out of Carousel Diving Dogs. That means who can go farther, Ranger or Beretta? With Beretta running down the dock as we speak, a phenomenal jump. She really flew herself out there on that one. Good throw from Dad up on the dock. And we're going to find out who went farther right here. Louis or Sebastian, Ranger or Beretta. Is moving on to the next round. Here we have it. The first time it has happened this week. We had the first dog jump out of their division for the bracket. Louis, unfortunately, jumped out of his division, and that means Sebastian is going to win with a 13-foot 8-inch jump. 13-foot 8, and Sebastian is going to move on. I do not know what Louis' jump was, but it definitely looked beautiful. He almost made the grab. He was way out there. With that being said, the winner between Ranger and Beretta. Ranger had a 15-foot 3, but Beretta had a 16-foot 7-inch jump. Phenomenal job, guys. Now we're going to see Sebastian jumping off against Beretta. Sebastian is the 3 seed and Beretta is the 2 seed. We're going to see who can do it here. And unfortunately, Louis, he did have a farther jump than Sebastian, but they have to stay in their division. If they do not stay in their division, then it does not count because we do not like people to encourage sandbagging. And it sucks if they were not sandbagging, but that is the reasoning behind it to prevent people from sandbagging. As we just seen Beretta go jumping off the dock right there, that looked like a better jump than her other two. And her other two jumps were 16.3 and 16.7. Sebastian just landed in the water. We're going to see what this jump comes in at. Sebastian's jumps were 14.3 and a 13.8. Let's see what happens here. Red Dog Farm versus Doggone It right here. There they go. All the dogs have jumped. They're coming out of the dock. Oh no. I'm on StreamYard. And unfortunately, Beretta is going to be pushed out of her division. She was just at the edge of her division with a 16-foot 7. in the last round and she moved on, but she just had a 16'9", and that is 2 inches past the top of the division cap that we have set. So unfortunately, Beretta is gonna be in second place. That means Sebastian is gonna take first, and that means Louis is gonna be in third place. Did you mute me? Okay. All right, and we have had a jump out of the division. So we are waiting. All right, and while we are waiting for the results from the Rising Star lap class, we are gonna take a break. We will be right back in a few moments. All right. And we are back here at the 2024 International Dog Sports Dock Diving Championship for 2024. And we have had some drama in the Rising Star lap bracket. The Rising Star lap bracket, we had two dogs jump out of their division into the next division, the Superstar division. So what that means, we are going to move the cattle dog Louie from Doggone It and the cattle dog Beretta from Doggone It into the next division, Superstar, which means Red Dog Farm. Sebastian is going to win the Rising Star division with a 14-foot 11-inch jump. Red Dog Farms Sebastian is going to win. That means second place is going to be Carousel Diving Dogs Ranger. And that means third place is going to be Ocala Dog Ranch's Eloise with a 14-foot 3. Third place was the 5 seed. And then we had the third place was Ranger. That was the fourth, or second place was Ranger, who was the 4th seed. And then the number 3 seed has won the Rising Star division, Sebastian from Red Dog Farm. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for jumping with us. Thank you for allowing us to take a short break to figure out these tiebreakers. And you will be seeing Louis and Beretta jump again into the next division, the Superstar division. And what that means, we have 6 dogs in the lap superstar division. We have Carousel Diving Dogs Zin. He is the 1 seed. We have Carousel Diving Dogs 8 seed. The dog's name is Dog. It's all capital, so I got to say it loud. Dog from Carousel Diving Dogs. And then we have Youngblood's Diving. His name is Chaos. That is the 3 seed. Facing Piper from Sea Dogs. That is the 6 seed. And then we have Louie from Doggone It facing Beretta from Doggone It. And here we go. We are beginning the first round of the Superstar. That is going to be Zen versus Dog. Congratulations to all of our Rising Star dogs again. It got a little confusing at the end, but Sebastian takes home the lap Rising Star division. Congratulations. Red Dog Farm, 14-foot 11, the perfect jump, and he had to beat 2 other people to get there. He had to beat Louis and he had to beat Piper. Awesome job. Here we go, on to the Superstar division. Up on the dock, we have Zen. Zen is from Carousel Diving Dogs. There they go. They got their custom toy. They're about to throw it. Dog is running. Look at that tiny little, that looks like a border pap right there. And that was a phenomenal jump from that border papillon. That was a good throw. They have their custom toys. All right, Carousel Diving Dogs, a solid grab right there. Solid jump. That was Zen. That means after Zen, it's going to be Carousel Diving Dogs again. It'll be Dog. Zen was the number 1 seed for the Lap Superstar, the 8 seed for Lap Superstar. Then you're going to see the 3 seed from Youngblood's Dive In. And then you're going to see a 6 seed from Sea Dogs. Dog is up on the dock. He's getting ready to do it. All right, there they are up on the dock. They're facing their hometown rivals. Dog versus Zen. Who can go farther? The hometown stomping ground bragging rights right here from Mount Airy, Maryland. 2 of the biggest jumping superstar lap dogs in the world right here facing each other. And as you see, she's walking to the end of the dock. She's ready to throw that toy. Let's see Dog make some big waves right here. And there he goes. Big splash right there for him. All right, that was a good jump from Dog. We're going to move on to the next round. That is going to be Sea Dogs Piper versus Chaos Youngbloods Dive In. I heard you. All right. And here we go. We're back in the action. Chaos is going to be entering the dock for Youngbloods, and Piper is going to be coming up there for Sea Dogs. They're getting ready to throw it. Handler at the edge of the dock. Here comes Piper, makes some noise. There it is. A nice jump, and she made the catch. The lapdog making the grab, and I hope everyone out in Ogden, Utah is cheering for her. That was a phenomenal jump. A great catch. Now, here comes Chaos, the lapdog from Youngblood's Dive In, the 3 seed versus the 6 seed. Let's see how Chaos does here. Chaos broke the sit stay, so they're going to restart. So that is the big part of this game is the dog's discipline and obedience on the dock. If these dogs don't want to stay, you are allowed to use a second handler to hold the dog, but everyone prefers to have their dog a nice sit stay back there as far back as they want and get comfortable at the edge of the dock. And as we see, she sends the dog, makes a good throw, and Chaos, it looks like Chaos made that grab. What a phenomenal jump there from that tiny dog. After Chaos, we're going to have Doggone It up there. We have Louie and Beretta at Doggone It. So these two dogs, Louie jumped too far into the next division, and that means he's jumping in the superstar division currently. And then Beretta in the final round jumped too far, just 2 inches too far right there. So we're going to see this face off. Who goes farther, Beretta or Louie, the cattle dogs from Doggone It? Here we are. And first, it'll be Louie up there. Louie had some really good jumps. I never got the official score for those jumps, but it was immediately too far out of the division. We're going to see what he does right here. See if he makes a big splash or not. I hope everyone at that facility is screaming and yelling loud as possible for these teams up there. They've compete and practice and traveled together all year, so we're going to see a phenomenal jump here as long as they're screaming for Louie and Beretta. Here we go. Louie back there, 20 foot. Renee at the end of the dock getting ready to throw it. A nice soft toss, and Louie went up pretty high, almost making that grab. And that was a good toy throw. That toy levitated in the air right there. That is the goal when we're throwing this toy. Make the toy float as long as possible, and the dog's going to be able to jump as far as possible because speed times height equals distance. And most dogs, they already have full speed on that dock. The hard part is teaching them how to float higher into the air, how to get up. So when we throw the toy, that is the most important part of this game. And we seen a nice throw from Louie. Now we're going to have Beretta coming up to the dock. Beretta is going to try the same thing. Another cattle dog. I believe Louis is closer to 2 years old, but Beretta is about 6 to 7, closing in on that legend status, legend and lap dog. We don't have a lot of lap legend dogs, but if we did, they could start their own division. We could have a bracket for them. And there they are up on the dock. We have Beretta, handled by Brett and Taylor Hankins. Here they go. They're making Beretta chase that toy, chasing in a circle, getting her excited. They're going to hold Beretta back. Taylor's back there about 40 foot. Brett is all the way at the edge of the dock, beating that toy on the ground, getting excited. He's about to throw the toy. A nice soft toss. And Retta with a solid jump. That was very close. Retta and Louie, very close score right there, I believe. That means after these scores get submitted, we're going to go on to round 2 for the Superstar Lap Division 2024 Championship brackets. Who's going to win? Zin or Dog? Chaos or Piper? Louie or Beretta? And with that being said, Carousel Diving Dogs, Zen had a 18-foot, 6-inch jump, and Carousel Diving Dog's dog had a 16-foot too. So that means Zen is moving on. Zen is going to face Chaos from Youngblood's Dive-In. Youngblood's Dive-In Chaos had a 17-foot, 4-inch jump, and Piper had a 15-foot, 4-inch jump from Sea Dogs. Now that face-off over here at Doggone It, that was a phenomenal face-off, and I believe the final scores in. That was Louie taking it all, taking that 18-foot, 4-inch jump on to the next round, beating Beretta, who had a 17-foot, 1-inch jump. That is phenomenal. Two dogs that weren't even in this division are now two of the top seeded biggest jumps of the division. Congratulations, guys. All your hard work is paying off out there. Now, we're going to see Zin versus Chaos in the first round. Zin versus Chaos. And there it is, Sea Dogs. Oh, there we go. Now it's the right screen. Youngblood's up there on the dock. Chaos. Chaos had a 17-foot 4-inch jump previously, 17-foot 4-inch jump, and Zin had an 18-foot 6. So who's gonna go farther, Chaos or Zin? Carousel Diving Dogs or Youngblood? Oh, and there's Youngblood just now making the dive. That was Chaos. I'm not. Doggone it, up there on the dock. Chaos and Zin jump already, and now we have Louis. Louis gets a bye this round, I believe. Louis is up there on the dock. They're about to make this throw for him. Ooh, and a nice jump, almost making the catch for Louis. We're gonna see what happens here. Louis had an 18-foot 4-inch jump, 18-foot 4 that first round. We're gonna see what this score comes in at for Louis. Now, with Louis concluding that, I believe we're going to move on to the next round as soon as all these scores are in. As you can see on the stream, you could see Louis and Beretta's handlers talking amongst themselves on the screen. That was an awesome competition they just showed off. Beretta facing Louis. They both came from the lower division to face each other into the superstar division. They rose from Rising Star into Superstar, and then Louis taking it all with an 18-foot 4-inch jump, moving on. And that means we only had 3 dogs in this second round. So that means those 3 dogs jumped off all together. And the biggest jump was Louis. He had an 18-foot 10. He moves on to the next round. And Zen moves on to the championship with a 18-foot 4. So we have Carousel Diving Dogs and Doggone It facing off for the Superstar Lap Division Championship right here. Chaos from Youngbloods is already guaranteed a third place spot. But here we are. Louis out of Doggone It. Zin from Carousel Diving Dogs. Who is going to go farther? Louis had done a lot of jumps. He's done 4 jumps already. Louis done 4 jumps already between 2 different brackets. Now he has to do his 5th jump right here. We're going to see if he can make it a nice grab. See if we can make it a solid jump. 4 for 4. Last jump was 18-foot 10. Zin's last jump was 18-4. Let's see how they do here. And Zin walking to the end of the dock here, putting her leash over the railing. Louis is up there on the dock as we speak, getting excited, getting amped up. But here comes Zin. Let's see how fast he's going to run, try to get out there past 18 feet again. The border Papillon, that is amazing. Half border, half Papillon, making a phenomenal jump. Good job, Zin. Nice jump. Oh, they did a little happy dance on the dock. It sounds like it was a good score for Zinn. Looks like at least here comes Louis. Renee with a sit stay back there at 20 feet. Renee about to make the throw here. Good throw. Louis, ooh, he's almost making that grab. He was just a few inches away. We're going to see what that score comes in at. Nice jump right there from Louis. Louis cannot believe it. The underdog. He was the number one seed in Rising Star. Now he's the underdog in the Superstar division. And we're going to see if he's going to take home the Superstar Lap Division Championship. Ooh. And the results have just came in for the Superstar bracket. The top three dogs, as we know, it is already going to be Youngbloods in third place, Chaos with a 16-foot 7 jump. And first place in the Superstar division is going to be Zinn with an 18-foot jump. Awesome job, Zinn. And doggone it, Louis is going to take second place with a 15-foot, 1-inch jump. Congratulations, Louis and Zinn putting on an awesome show for us. That was a phenomenal jump off. Louis having to come from another division to try to take over the next division. What an awesome show out. And Zinn showing that he's very consistent. 18 foot is his game. Congratulations to you guys out there at Carousel. Chaos had some good jumps there. Chaos had to beat Piper to move on to the next round and could barely stick around with the 18-foot jumpers, but that's okay. The lap superstars. Could you imagine a dog smaller than 16 inches jumping anywhere near 18 foot? It is phenomenal to watch these dogs and how they perform. Thank you guys. And that means we have one more division left for the night. That is going to be our biggest lap jumping dogs of the year of the championship. This is going to be our Super Nova division. We have Doggone It in the 1 seed with Boom Boom. We have Atreyu in the 8 seed, Red Dog Farm. We have Scud in the 3 seed from Ocala Dog Ranch. And then we have Whimsy from Pepperjack's Plunge with a 6 seed. This is going to be a very, very close and competitive bracket right here. We're only going to be doing 2 rounds because whoever wins between Boom Boom and Atreo moves on, and whoever wins between Scud and Whimsy moves on. That leaves 2 dogs for us, and then the champion from those, the biggest jumpers from those, will be the champion. So first, we have Doggone It, and we have Red Dog Farm that is going to be up on the dock. Oh, and look at Doggone It. Full screen on Doggone It. Look at the camaraderie. All of them gathered around at the table cheering on their second place champion of the Superstar division at Doggone It. That is awesome. Here we are. The Horizon Lap Supernova, the biggest of the big. And they're making their way up there at Red Dog Farm. Atreyu, the 8 seed. Boom Boom, the 1 seed. Scud, the 3 seed. Whimsy, the 6 seed. We have Ohio versus Kentucky, and we have Texas versus Florida. This is amazing. We have 4 dogs facing each other in 4 separate states at the exact same time, live scores. This is phenomenal to watch. And this is our goal with International Dog Sports, to change the face of dog sports. And as you see up there at Doggone It, it's Rachel Novak handling Boom Boom. Boom Boom is owned by Laura O'Donnell, but Rachel Novak is a good friend, and they're going to jump this dog right here. Aaron DeGrasse is holding Boom Boom back. There they are at Red Dog Farm. Atreyu up on the dock. We have a lefty going to make this throw with her custom red Atlas bumper. Here comes Doggone It up on the dock. Rachel getting excited, trying to make the most of it. Here they come at Doggone It. Boom Boom. Holy wow. For a tiny dog, that was a phenomenal, almost did a front flip into the pool. Talk about a boom, making a big splash. Awesome jump. And look at the cute little red and yellow suit for Boom Boom. Those are obviously their team colors. The toy is the same color. Those, we love Team Spirit up here at IDS. And with that being said, We still have Atreyu up at Red Dog Farm, I believe. And now, after Atreyu goes, we're going to have Ocala Dog Ranch and Pepper Jack's Plunge, Scud, and Whimsy. Oh, and as I've been informed, Atreyu has jumped, and we accidentally did not get that jump, but he is facing Boom Boom. Boom Boom is the record holder for lap dogs currently. Boom Boom is the lap dog record holder. That is going to be a hard number to beat right there from Boom Boom. We have Scud. We have Whimsy up on the dock. One in Florida, one in Texas, both of them at the edge of the dock. Who's going to make a better throw and a better jump? There goes Scud, a phenomenal jump. Here comes, oh, Whimsy matching Scud's energy. We're going to see if it was good enough. That was almost identical in two separate states, almost an identical series of events. That was awesome to watch out here in Pflugerville, Texas, and Ocala, Florida. Now, with that being said, we await the results. Again, the Supernova division only has 4 dogs in it. So with that being said, it cannot be an 8-dog bracket. We're only going to have one more round. It's going to be the final round. Who is it? Is it Scud? Is it Whimsy? Is it Atreyu? Is it Boom Boom? Who's going to be the Supernova Lapdog champion, the biggest jumping lapdog in international dog sports dog diving? Find out next after this ad break. All right. And here we are back after the short ad break at the 2024 International Dog Sports Dock Diving Championship. We are currently on the lap Supernova Championship bracket. Top 8 lap dogs from the entire championship are jumping off right now. We have Whimsy, we have Scud, we have Atreyu, we have Boom Boom, and they all just jumped. Boom Boom is going to move on to the next round with a 22-foot, 3-inch jump. Boom Boom advancing from Doggone It. Atreyu close, though, at 17-11. And then over in Florida, we had Scud advance with a 20-foot, 3-inch jump. 6 inches better than Pepper Jack's Whimsy, who had a 1910. Awesome job, Scud, with a 20-foot 3. That means Scud, Boom Boom. We have Ocala Dog Ranch versus Doggone It. Here they are up on the dock, Doggone It and Ocala. They're waiting to be told when's their turn. There they go. They just got the signal. Doggone It's getting Boom Boom ready now, getting them all excited. And then Ocala, they're going to be getting Scud up and ready on the dock right here. And here we are, the final jumps right here for the lap Supernova Championship bracket and the final jumps of Saturday with the bracket. I should not say final jumps. We could still have tiebreakers for the open horizon bubble. Just if you are staying around, we could have tiebreakers after these jumps. But Scud up there at Ocala, about to make the jump. Here he comes. Big jump up there. Wow, that one looked better than before. We're going to see what Scud has to say here versus Boom Boom. Boom Boom is the 1 seed. He is the farthest jumping lapdog to date. He has the record with international dog sports. We're going to see what happens right here with Rachel throwing this toy. Here goes Boom Boom. Phenomenal, soaring through the sky. It's like art in motion. Boom Boom is insane. That was an awesome jump from Boom Boom, and it looked like an even better throw from Rachel. They're the two handlers up there congratulating each other. An awesome job they did. And now, with that being said, We are about to find out the IDS Lap Dog Supernova champion as soon as these scores get submitted. We await Pepperjack up there on the dock. That is your third place Supernova dog. Second and first, it's either going to be Ocala Dog Ranch or Doggone It. We don't know who first or second is, but third is 100% going to be Whimsy from Pepperjack's Plunge. And fourth place is going to be Atreyu. Big round of applause for our biggest jumping lap dogs in all of international dog sports. Congratulations to everyone for jumping this weekend. That was phenomenal. Good job, Whimsy, up there at Pepperjack getting his award. That was phenomenal to watch, but we're still awaiting. Who's better, Boom Boom or Scud? Who is the biggest small dog? We wait, and we will find out soon. They're getting their picture with the ribbon at the end of the dock. That's amazing. And here it is. The final results are in. We're going to need Boom Boom and Scud up on the dock at their respected locations because we have a very, very close jump off right here. There it is. Ocala up there. Doggone It's going to come up next. Boom Boom, the number 1 seed from Doggone It, facing off against Scud, the number 3 seed from Ocala, Florida. Who had the farther jump? Await the results here. We have Pepperjack's dog up there. That is Whimsy. Whimsy taking third place with a 19-foot, 10-inch jump. But who was first and second? Was it Boom Boom or was it Scud? We go. Doggone It is up there on the dock. So is Pepperjack's Plunge, and so is Scud out at Ocala. These are your top dogs, but who was number 1? That is going to be Boom Boom winning the lap Supernova division. Congratulations, Boom Boom, with a 23-foot jump. Awesome job. Imagine a 16-inch dog jumping 23 feet. That is just unheard of. It is insane. Congratulations, Boom Boom. Scud coming in second with a 20-foot, 6-inch jump. Scud is also another phenomenal dog to watch jump. They both have a big future ahead of them. Congratulations to our lap Supernova dogs and a phenomenal lap bracket show off here. We had dogs moving from bracket to bracket. We had dogs winning tiebreakers. We had 1-inch jumps. We had it all this event, and that was a phenomenal show off. Thank you guys so much. And we appreciate all of you. Now, with that being said, for the rest of the stream, we have about 20, 30 minutes left. We have to talk about the Horizon Open brackets. We have to talk about who officially is jumping tomorrow, who it needs to do a tiebreaker for today. And they're holding Boom Boom up like the Lion King and Scud over there like the Lion King. Phenomenal job, guys. Thank you so much for participating in the 2024 International Dock Diving Championship. we're gonna go to a short be right back while we get ready for the Horizon Open display. We will be right back. Congratulations again to all of our lap supernova dogs. Yeah, I already did that. All right, all right. All of the results. We're going to do a quick overview, and then we're going to do the Horizon Open qualifiers. Who's going to jump tomorrow? The 24 dogs in each division. Right after we do the lap overview, after we will be right back though in about 2 minutes. No. All right, and we are back live from the International Dog Sports Dock Diving Championship 2024, and we have gone through lap and legend brackets. Those are final. All the scores are final. We have champions for those divisions, and we're going to go over those champions with you. Up first, we're going to start with the lap comet division. There was only one dog in that lap comet division, and that was Busy Bee. Busy Bee had to do one jump in order to win the championship, and she had a 4-foot jump. Congratulations to Busy Bee with her 4-foot jump from Youngbloods Diving, the 2024 lap comet dog champion. Congratulations, Busy Bee. Now we move on to the Protostar division. We had 8 dogs jumping in the Protostar division. We had Jiffy versus Shayna. We had Annabelle versus Efi. We had Misdemeanor versus Artichoke. Eddie Spaghetti versus Brady. And the final jumps, we had Annabelle losing by 3 inches to Eddie Spaghetti. Eddie Spaghetti with back-to-back 9-foot 3-inch jumps took all the marbles from Ocala Dog Ranch for the Lap Protostar Championship. Congratulations, Eddie Spaghetti and Annabelle, first and second place. Now we are going to be moving on to Nebula Lap Division here. The Nebula Lap Division started with Moochie. Mooch. Oh, and I've just been informed we will be right back. We have news. We'll be right back. right. Sorry about that short break, but we are back here. The 2024 International Dock Diving Championship, and we are showing you the top three placements for the lap bracket. We had each division up there, 8 dogs doing jumps in each division, and the Comet bracket is going to be only one dog jumped in the Comet bracket. I know it shows Beretta, but Beretta was in a different division. Busy Bee was the only dog to win Comet bracket. That was a phenomenal jump for Busy Bee, a nice 4-footer. She was the only dog jumping that small, so she got an easy pass, but she still had to do the jump. She got a 4-foot jump. Good job, Busy Bee. Now, the Protostar bracket. First place is going to be Eddie Spaghetti from Ocala Dog Ranch. Awesome job. And then it's going to be Annabelle from Youngbloods Dive In. Very good jumps right there. Shayna from Doggone It as well, coming in third for the Protostar bracket. Then the Nebula bracket, we have first place is going to be Moochie from Carousel Diving Dogs. Second place is going to be Ollie from Sea Dogs. And then third is Soggy from Youngbloods Dive In with a 9'1". Awesome jumps out there for everyone in the Nebula bracket. Moving on to the Rising Star bracket, we had Sebastian out of Red Dog taking all the Rising Star with a 16-foot 9-inch jump. Second place was Ranger from Carousel Diving Dogs with a 15-foot 3, and third was Eloise from Ocala Dog Ranch. Then the Superstar top 3, we're going to move it on and we're going to go to Zin Carousel Diving Dogs. Easy win for Zin, having to face Louis. Louis moved into the next division. Louis started in Rising Star, jumped too far, moved into the next division, and now Louis is the second place Superstar bracket champion. Congratulations, Louis. And then third place for Superstar bracket, we are going to have Chaos out of Youngbloods Dive In. Congratulations, guys. Then moving on to Supernova, the biggest of the big jumping lap dogs, the smallest dogs jumping the biggest. That is going to be Supernova. Boom, boom, winning it. The farthest jumping lap dog in international dog sports. Boom, boom. And then we're going to move on down to Scud. Scud, the 20-foot 6-inch jump from Ocala Dog Ranch is going to be enough for second place. And third place is going to be Whimsy from Pepper Jack's Plunge. Awesome job to our entire lap class. You guys all did awesome. And thank you for jumping with us all season long, earning your championships just like you deserve them and you earned them. Congratulations, guys. Now we're going to move on to the Legend division. We had Legend jump earlier today, starting about 3:30-ish, and that started with North winning the Comet bracket. North from Ocala Dog Ranch winning the Comet Legend Dog division. Then we had Pepper from Carousel Diving Dogs coming in second, and Reese coming in third from Carousel Diving Dogs. 2 dogs out there in the Comet. And we are going to have to take a short break here. Oh, sorry about that. We are starting over. We are starting with the Legend division, the Comet bracket. We are going to start with North coming in first place from Ocala Dog Ranch. And then we will have Pepper coming in second from Carousel Diving Dogs. And third place is going to be Reese from Carousel Diving Dogs as well. 2 dogs in the top 3 right here. Good job for the Comet Legend Dogs. Now, moving on to the Protostar bracket, we will have first place was Blaze. Blaze with a 14-foot 2-inch jump from Youngblood's Dive In. Awesome jumps from Blaze. He was blind and deaf. That is awesome to hear that he's still out here winning championships. Now, second place was Leo, the Carousel Diving Dog. Awesome jump of 13.4 in the final round. And then Rumor coming in third from Doggone It, 14-foot 4 inches. Awesome jumps from the Protostar bracket. Good job, guys. Now we're going to go with the Nebula bracket. Django from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash, a 17-foot 1-inch jump. Second place was Candor from Sliding G Ranch with an 18-foot 3. And then Saffron coming in first with a 19-foot 11 from Carousel Diving Dogs. Nebula was probably the most fun division to watch because we had a tie in that one. Django and Candor tied at 19 foot. Then they had to do a jump off, and Candor ultimately won that jump off. Awesome jumps from that Nebula division. Now, going on to the biggest jumping legend dogs of the weekend, we had Rising Star bracket. We had Copper coming in third with a 24 from Ocala Dog Ranch in the second to final round, but it was not enough to get past Duke's 24-8. And then second place was Whiskey. It was a little bit of a flop on the end. It was an 11-foot jump, but that's okay. He had a few 23, 22 footers out there in his previous jumps from Sea Dogs. Then the champion of the Rising Star bracket, the biggest jumping legend dog of international dog sports, is going to be Duke from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash, ending the day with a 23-foot 8. His other jumps were a 24 and a 24-foot 8. Congratulations to the biggest jumping legend dog in international dog sports and to all the other dogs that jumped today and all 492 Horizon jumps that we got done today and that we're going to do tomorrow. And thank you all for participating in the International Dog Sports 2024 Championship. And now we will be right back. And right after we be right back, we will have our open Horizon scores. Finally, what you all have been waiting for, the Horizon bracket. All right, we will be right back. All right, and we are back here with what everybody has been waiting for, the open bracket. We are going to start with Horizon Open Comet. We are going to go through the list of all 24 Horizon Comet dogs that will be jumping. Currently, we have the number one seed from Ocala Dog Ranch was Fester. He was the farthest jumping Comet dog. Then we had Fergus, the 24 seed from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. And the third seed was Renegade from Doggone It. And then we have Volson from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 22nd seed, the fifth seed from Sliding G Ranch, Crikey. The 20th seed, Pinion from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The seventh seed, Presto from Ocala Dog Ranch. The 18th seed, Tide from Ocala Dog Ranch. The ninth seed, Luna Grace from Red Dog Farm. The 16 seed, Wombat from Sliding G Ranch. The 11th seed, Samson from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 14 seed, Percy from Carousel Diving Dogs. The 12th seed, Artie from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 13th seed, Sea Dogs, Corey. The 10th seed, Ember from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 15th seed from Carousel Diving Dogs is Nuri. The 8th seed, Mercury from Youngbloods Divin'. The 17th seed is Gizmo from Sea Dogs. The 6th seed is Curry Tucky from Sliding G Ranch. The 19th seed is Proof from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The fourth seed is Road Trip from Youngbloods Divin'. And the 21st seed is Rhea from Doggone It. Those are your top 24 Comet dogs for the Horizon division as of the results from Saturday. The qualifying jumps, these are your top 24 dogs for each division. And we are going to be moving on to Protostar next. Protostar, that is going to begin with Chewbacca from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash, the number 1 seed. Then it'll be Gia from Sliding G Ranch, the 24th seed. The third seed is going to be Fig from Carousel Diving Dogs. The 22nd seed is Jedi from Sliding G Ranch. The 20th seed is Letty from Pepper Jack's Plunge. The 7th seed is Kizzy from Doggone It. The 18th seed is Targi from Country Roads Canine Activities. The 9th seed is Rip from Pepper Jack's Plunge. The 16th seed is Kobe from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 11th seed is Allie from Youngblood's Dive-In. The 14th seed is going to be Kaniki from Ocala Dog Ranch. The 12th seed is going to be Carousel Diving Dogs. Mingo, the 13th seed, is going to be Duke's Canine Dash and Splash Ruger. The 10th seed is going to be Kaya from Country Roads Canine Activities. The 15th seed is going to be Julep from Doggone It. The 8th seed is going to be Wraith from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 17th seed is going to be Kale from Doggone It. The 16th All right, and we are back. Sorry about that. I had a technical difficulty. My computer thought it was time to restart, but we are back live with the Protostar Open Horizon brackets. We had gotten down the list, and I'm just going to start from the top as far as I can see. We're going to do Ruger from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash is the 13th seed, but the first seed is Chewbacca from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash, I believe. And I think I left off somewhere around Xena at Duke's Canine Dash and Splash is the 6th seed. And then Carousel Diving Dogs is Charlie, the 19 seed. And the 4 seed is going to be Birdie around from Doggone It. Then the 21st seed is Malachi from Youngblood's Dive-In. Number 2 seed is going to be Bear Cub from Ocala Dog Ranch. And the number 23 seed is going to be Zeta as well from Ocala Dog Ranch. Congratulations, guys. And those are your top 24 Protostar jumping dogs in the Horizon division. Congratulations. Now, with that being said, we are going to go on to the Nebula X division. So we had to split up the Nebula X and the Nebula XL divisions because there were so many dogs in them that we split it right down the middle, and now it's two different divisions. So Nebula X ends, I believe, at 1711, and the next division goes from 18 to 1911. With that being said, the Nebula X top 24 are number 1, Siren from Ocala Dog Ranch. Number 24, Tipsy from Red Dog Farm. Number 3, Loki from Carousel Diving Dogs. Number 22, Gilly from Carousel Diving Dogs. Number 5, Chili Sky from Country Roads Canine Activities. Number 20, Sable from Carousel Diving Dogs. Number 7, Pepper from Country Roads Canine Activities. Seed number 18 was Charlie from Red Dog Farm. Seed number 9 was Rory from Red Dog Farm. Seed number 16 is Penny Lynn from Ocala Dog Ranch. Sliding G Ranch, the 11th seed is going to be Asoka Tano from Sliding G Ranch. The 14th seed is going to be Carousel Diving Dogs, Remy LeBeau. The 12th seed is going to be Carousel Diving Dogs, Oakley. The number 13 seed is going to be Carousel Diving Dogs, Hennessy. The number 10 seed is going to be Revy from Pepper Jack's Plunge. The 15 seed is Charlie from Doggone It. The 8th seed is Meatball from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. Red Dog Farm has a 17 seed at Stan the Man. And then we're going to go down to the 6th seed, Youngbloods, Shenzi, going to take the 6th seed. The 19th seed is going to be taken by Zelda out of Sea Dogs. Then we have Isla coming in the 4th seed from Carousel Diving Dogs. And then we have Remy coming in the 21st seed from Red Dog Farm. And Wildflower from Youngbloods Dive-In is the 2 seed. And the 23rd seed of the day is going to be Tuxedo from Doggone It. That means those are your top 24 Nebula X dogs, and we're going to go to Nebula XL. And that is going to begin with the number 1 seed from Carousel Diving Dogs is Cheddar. And then we have Ozzy from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash at the 24 seed. And then we have Xander from Ocala Dog Ranch at the 3. And then we have Carousel Diving Dogs, the 22nd seed. That is Psy. And then Youngblood's Dive-In is going to be Gigi with the 5th seed. The 20th seed is going to be Salem from Country Roads Canine Academies. And then it's going to be Duke's Canine Dash and Splashes Verde at the 7th seed. Then we're going to have Hank at Carousel Diving Dogs for 18. The 9th seed is going to go to Ocala Dog Ranch, Jason Day Villa. The 16th seed is going to be Ziva from Ocala Dog Ranch. Then we're going to go on down to Red Dog Farm, and that is Griffey coming in the 11th seed, I believe. And with that being said, Griffey, the 11th seed, the 14th seed is going to be Frankie from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 12th seed is going to be Koji from Carousel Diving Dogs. The 13th seed is going to be Julian from Red Dog Farm. 10 seed is going to be I'm sorry, it's going to be Country Roads Canine Activities. Felix. The 15 seed is going to be Gracie from Carousel Diving Dogs. The 8th seed is going to be Ocala Dog Ranch's Katie. The 17th seed is going to be Babs from Carousel Diving Dogs. The 6th seed is going to be Moki from Dukes. The 19th seed is going to be Fozzie from Carousel Diving Dogs. The 4th seed is going to be Theodore from Doggone It. The 21st seed is going to be Carousel Diving Dogs, Ben. The 2nd seed is going to be Youngbloods Diving Suitcase. The 23rd is going to be Carousel Diving Dogs, Sly. Those are your top Nebula XL dogs, and we're going to go straight into the Rising Star division next. Rising Star, that is anywhere from 20 to 24 foot 11. These are your top jumpers from Rising Star, the top 24. Now, as we begin, we're going to start with the number one seed from Red Dog Farm. That is Comrade. Then the 24 seed from Sea Dogs is going to be Spur. The 3 seed is going to be Gage from Doggone It. The 22 seed is going to be Lucy from Ocala Dog Ranch. The 5 is going to be Bolo from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 20th seed is going to be Wrigley from Ocala Dog Ranch. The 7th seed is going to be Riot from Ocala Dog Ranch. The 18th seed is going to be Shadow from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 9th seed is going to be Chaos from Carousel Diving Dogs. The 16th seed is going to be Kitsune from Youngbloods Diving. The 11 seed is going to be Ocho from Youngbloods Diving. The Carousel Diving Dogs 14th seed is going to be Spork. The 12th seed is going to be Ebes from Carousel Diving Dogs. The 13th seed is going to be Reese from Carousel Diving Dogs. Then we have Penny from Carousel Diving Dogs. And I'm sorry, the 13th seed was actually from Sea Dogs. Reese is from Sea Dogs. Penny is from Carousel Diving Dogs. Back to it. The 15th seed was Remy at Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 8th seed is going to be Savage from Doggone It. Willow from Pepperjack's Plunge, a 17 seed. 16th seed is going to be Psycho. The 19th seed is going to be Jay Wannabe. The 4 seed is going to be Rivet. The 21 seed is going to be Wesson from Doggone It. The 2 seed is going to be Timmy from Ocala. And 23 is going to be Nodder from Ocala. Now, moving on, we're getting bigger and bigger. This is going to be the Superstar Division. These are your top 24 Superstar dogs. And if it's not full to 24, it is your top dogs at this distance. So we're going to start with the 1 seed. That is Razor from Carousel Diving Dogs. The 3 seed is going to be Binge from Doggone It. The 5 seed is going to be Rio from Doggone It. The 7 seed is going to be Scout from Carousel Diving Dogs. The 9 seed is going to be Rigby from Youngbloods. The 11 seed is going to be Bodie from Duke's Canine Dash and Splash. The 12 seed is going to be Thanos from Ocala Dog Ranch. The 8th seed is going to be Rollins from Doggone It. The 10th seed is going to be Drac from Doggone It. The 6th seed is going to be Steve from Red Dog Farm. The 4th seed is going to be Lima from Country Roads Canine Activities. And Doggone It's Zydeco taking second. Now, before we move on, the way this bracket is set up, you see there are only 12 dogs in this bracket. So all of them are going to be receiving a bye into the next round. That means there's the top 12 superstar dogs going to be facing off tomorrow against each other in the second round of the superstar finals bracket. Now, we are going to be moving on to the supernova division here. With that being said, these are your two biggest jumping dogs of the weekend, and I think there's one more down below, but first seed is going to be Golden Eagle, the biggest jumping dog of the entire event out of Pepperjack's Plunge, had a 32-foot jump this weekend, and the third farthest jumping dog of the weekend is Mako from Carousel Diving Dogs, and the 2 seed is going to go down. It's going to be the Doctor from Ocala Dog Ranch, making a 31-foot jump. All these dogs are the farthest any dog over 30 foot. We only have 3 dogs in the entire organization out of 700 invitees to jump farther than 30 feet. These are your 3 top dogs. We're going to see them duel it out tomorrow right after that superstar division. And we just got done with Supernova and Superstar. Those are your top 15 dogs from the entire event. So congratulations, you guys. Now, we are going to move on to the schedule next for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Sunday. Sunday is the final day of the 3-day International Dog Sport Dock Diving Championship. And before we go into the schedule, we are going to take a short break here, a quick sponsored ad. All right, and we are back here with the official schedule for the International Dog Sports Dock Diving Championship for Sunday, day 3, the final day, the big day that we're all looking forward to. At 9 a.m., we're going to kick it off with Junior Handlers Showcase, and we're going to really showcase our youngins. Every person that has got to jump this weekend under the age of 18 is going to jump, and then we're going to issue titles and awards. That's going to be the Little Lunars, the Global Gems, the Jupiter Juniors, the Solar Seniors, all at 9 a.m. And then as soon as we conclude the Junior Handler Showcase, we're going to go straight into the Open 24 Dog IDS Horizon Championship Bracket Tournament. We are going to start that off by doing the Comet division, and we're going to do it the same way we did today. As soon as Comet finishes, the top 3 awards are going to go up on the dock, and we're going to have them on the stream so everyone can see the award ceremony. Next, we are going to go into the Protostar and then the award ceremony. And then we do Nebula X and we go to the award ceremony. And then we do Nebula XL and we do the award ceremony again. Rising Star Division, award ceremony, and then Superstar and award ceremony. And then we have Supernova, the biggest of the weekend, jumping last. So we get a good show right here. Make sure to stay tuned until then. Then, when that concludes, we do the Horizon Open top 3 champions. We're going to summarize our Horizon brackets and all the champions who were jumping with us. Then, after that, we are going to conclude the broadcast and we are going to post all of the official rankings on Facebook and IDS's website when the event is over. It'll be posted not right away. Give us a few days to check the scores, make sure no errors happen. But that is the plan for tomorrow. After today was a great day of jumping here with the International Dog Sport Championship Horizon qualifier rounds 1 and 2. And we finished the Horizon Legend and Lap brackets. Thank you all for coming out and jumping with us. And I want to give a big thank you to our sponsors today. Our sponsors were Sundays for Dog Food and 1TDC. 1TDC is a joint and health supplement that you give to your dogs to improve oral, their skin, their coats, all of their joints, anything. It helps with that. And then, with that being said, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the competitors who jumped today. All of the competitors you are the reasons we are here doing this. You are the reasons we're putting this show on for you. Thank you all for jumping. We had 1,300 invitees and we had 760 some jumping today and yesterday. It's been a huge day of jumping for us. And with that being said, we also want to thank the broadcast crew and the IDS team bringing this all to us. Michelle Filler, the championship coordinator and broadcast director. Brenda Moore, the program extraordinaire. Megan Axe, the technical producer. Julie Zolker, broadcast coordinator. Zach Filler, the broadcast announcer. Aaron Richards, IDS event coordinator. And Ed Johnston, the IDS judge team lead. And a huge shout out to all of the facilities, their weekends, the participating facilities and volunteers at each location and the staff at each location. Thank you all so much for helping us put on this show for you guys. Those facilities, I'm going to name them. They are Carousel Diving Dogs, Country Roads Canine Activities, Doggone It, Duke's Canine Dash and Splash, Ocala Dog Ranch, Pepper Jack's Plunge, Red Dog Farm, Sea Dogs, Sliding G Ranch, and Youngbloods Dive In, and all of your crews. Thank you so much for helping us and putting on a wonderful show. And thank you to the graphic designer and animation specialist, Lucas, for putting all these graphics and stuff together for us. We really appreciate it. It takes a whole entire team for us to put this together. And tomorrow we're hoping for a much less choppy and very good day of jumping for our International Horizon Bracket Tournament Championship. We will see you all tomorrow. Thank you and have a good night.